I'm Pati and welcome back to A Small Geeky Chica Figures. Today we're continuing with our Nendoroid Collection series with entry number 50, almost 1/3 of the way through, with Nendoroid number 906, Riza Hawkeye from Fullmetal Alchemist. So this is what our 4th Fullmetal Alchemist Nendoroid. We've seen Ed, we've seen Al, we've seen Roy, and now we have Riza. And she is super cute. She comes with her little dog, the little husky that you see in the show. And of course, she comes with all her arms ready to do her duty as part of the alchemy troop and the military to help Roy succeed in his ambitions and protect Ed and Al as well. So we got here looking really cute, ready for business. And then she's a sharpshooter as Hawkeye. And then you can see her with Roy Mustang right there. So you can pair them up and look really cute together and take pictures as I have. And I believe I have at least one picture of her, if not more. And then we have her with her exasperated face, which is great whenever Roy's being silly and putting on that persona. But yeah, she is a very cute Nendoroid, and she does come with a couple of extra arm parts from what we can see, but she does seem like she has the articulated arm like an action figure there too as well. So let's get her out of her box and take a closer look. Okay, here we have Riza Hawkeye, and let's take a look at her book feed before we get her out of this blister, which we can see is a very simple, basic one. It just lists out all her parts. There's nothing particularly complicated about putting her together. So let's see, we have her main body with her 3 faces, and right now she's not wearing her default face. And interestingly enough, this one actually shows you the drawings on the faces, which sometimes they don't. Sometimes it's just like a blank face like that, and just this 1 or 2. But this one actually shows you the different expressions. She has her sniper and her extra 2 arm parts, plus 2 guns, her dog, an extra hand, and then her extra leg right here. It looks like her legs do not bend like an action figure's, but her arms do. So it does come with an extra separate part for her leg if you wanted to have her bending down. But yeah, that's pretty much it. And it's saying something special. Parts B and C are used for E and F. So you use these hands for her to hold those guns. Okay, let's get her out. And then as you can see, we have her stand here. So I love it when Nendoroid come with like these extra animal parts. Little buddies. And of course she had to come with her little dog, which is super cute. Though I think he is not there. I think he's supposed to go like this, and also his head moves around like that, but it should be in the forward position for when he's in his box. But anyway, let's get Riza out. And normally she doesn't come out with her hand like this, but I do believe that was the pose I had her for the one photo I've taken of her and Roy. So she was left in that position, and I think her neck joint is kind of not centered, which does happen. So when she bends, her head is like more bent like that, and now it looks like she's kind of sleeping, but she does have the sweat drop. But she is super cute, as we can see, with her hair up. This, I believe, is a full part. It does not come out, but her hair does come off just like any Nendoroid when you're swapping out their faces. Like I mentioned, she has the articulated arms, very much like an action figure, so you can bend them as needed. And I don't know, she seems to have full range of movement like that. But she also comes with these 2 straight arms for when she's holding her guns, and how it is on the box cover. She has a similar outfit to Roy. This part is all one part and does not come out, I believe. Yeah, so it's all on her waist, and so it's pretty high up where she separates. But her legs do, if you want, you can take these off and swap it out with that joint to make her be in. Let's see, let's look at the box and see what position it actually is. Yeah, So when you want to create this kind of action pose and her leg is bent, you use that one, which I guess it's her right leg, which is on our left. And then she has these two other face plates, which are very similar in expression. But one of them, she is... Oop! Let's not drop them. You know me, Butterfingers. I drop everything. She has a smiley face where she's looking a little bit off to the side. And then her more serious face where she's looking straight. Which this is her default face, as you can see, which is 1. And this is face number 2. So the face she's wearing on her body right now is face number 3, which is when she is so dropping that Roy did something silly and she's like, oh my god, sometimes I just can't with you. That's why we had her in that pose. But yeah, and then I love the dog, and then we have these hands that you can swap out for, let's see, I think we squish the plastic a little bit here. So if you need her to be sniping at the enemy as she does in the series, you've got this long one here, and then you have those arms which have the hands. Let's see, where's the edge of this? And I have like no nails, so this is hard for me to pick up. Ooh. As you can see, I probably have never actually used these parts. They're stuck to the plastic. Let's see, look at the box. Does it matter which one I put them in? It looks like her right arm tends to hold the silver one, which her left arm tends to hold the black one. At least according to this picture. It might not really make a difference. So when I say this arm gets this one. And then they just go right in there. Like that. And this arm gets the other one. I feel like the other one fit better. There we go. And there she is. We can just have her ready for action. Ba, ba, ba. But yeah, other than that, she's pretty simple and straightforward. Let's swap her face. So there's not as much space to grab her bangs from, so just kind of nudge it there, separate it little by little, get her face out. I'm just gonna put the smiling one. Okay. Well, this is a little annoying. It doesn't seem to want to align. Okay, let's take off her body for a second. Stretch it out a little bit more. Probably haven't used it in a long time, so it doesn't want to actually make sure I don't put it backwards either. Oh, yeah. Ooh, this doesn't align at all. So I don't know if you can see, but they are not going into the nudges at the same time. So give me a second, see if I can get this to work. So you can definitely tell I haven't used this in a very, very long time, because these nudges on this face were a little warped. You could always put them in some warm water and make it so the plastic is a little bit more malleable. I was able to get them in, and hopefully this will help stretch it out a little bit so it's easier next time. I did try her regular face. Her regular face went in no problem, and this face went in no problem, but this face was giving me some issues. So, you know, you should be swapping out your Nendoroids every so often and checking that they work. Also, it looks like I smudged her. Did this just happen right now, or did this happen earlier? I have to take a look at my beginning footage of this to see if I just smudged this or this was from an earlier use, which kind of sucks, but you can wash that out. But anyways, here we have Riza, and she has her doggy. Oops, don't drop the doggy. Which she does carry in the photos in the packaging, but I don't know how she has her arms put so she can hold the dog. I'm pretty sure this probably isn't it, but it is holding him for now. And that looks kind of funny. Yeah, so let's pick a pose for her. I kind of... because I don't really want to use the ones with her gun. See, those are most of her poses. So the pose that she has is this one with the dog facing this way, looking like it's giving her a kissy on the cheek. With her head tilted that way. Let's see if we can tilt the dog a little bit more. And she looks like she is holding him kind of like that by her tail. Hey, this is all just like being held together by just kind of space. So it'll be like that. I think we'll just maybe do this as the photo. What do you think? As her head photo? Yeah, let's do that so we don't have to put her on the cover with a gun. Anyway, that is probably it for today. If you enjoyed today's video, I hope you consider liking and subscribing. I post Nendoroid Collection videos or blind box unboxing videos every Friday at 11 a.m. Pacific time with the occasional Nendoroid crochet tutorial and maybe a behind the scenes for some Nendoroid photography or set building. I also run a stationery shop, asmallgeekychica.com, with a concurrent YouTube channel, A Small Geeky Chica, where you can see all my stationery shop diaries and sketch with me videos. So if you enjoy stickers and washi tape and all that kind of stationery goodness, I hope you consider checking me out over there and checking out my shop. Otherwise, I'll see you next week with another Nendoroid Collection videos, or maybe an unboxing video. Who knows? We won't know until next week. So hope to see you there. Bye bye!